My name is Jessica Turchin. I'm a physical therapist at Child and Family Development. Today I'll be talking to you about tummy time. Expectant and new mothers hear the words tummy time thrown around a lot, but a lot of times have questions about how to do it, how much to do it, and what to do if their baby doesn't like tummy time. One of the first questions we get as a physical therapist is, what do I do if my baby does not like tummy time? And the biggest thing we talk about is anything counts. Any amount of tummy time is better than no tummy time at all. A lot of modified positions are helpful. Lay baby on your chest and recline back on a couch. You can lay baby over a stuffed animal or a blanket on the floor. You can use a yoga ball to lay them on their tummy, or prop them up on a wedge if you have one. Modified positions still count as tummy time. You can lay baby on your chest and recline back on the couch. You can lay baby on a yoga ball, holding them securely. You can lay baby over a stuffed animal or a rolled blanket on the floor, or you can lay them across your arm in a football hold, using your other arm to hold baby securely, and that way you're able to walk around and show baby different parts of the house to increase their toleration. Any amount of tummy time is better than no tummy time, and the more you do it, the baby's toleration will improve over time. Adjust your expectations of the time of day. As you practice with baby, you might find that they're more tolerant during one time of day than other. And once you figure that out, make that time of day a priority to get them on their tummy. As their tolerance improves, you'll be able to do it more and more throughout the day. Another question we get a lot is, what do I do if my baby spits up when they're on their tummy? Try to schedule tummy time for about 20 minutes after your baby finishes eating to allow their stomach contents time to digest. If baby happens to spit up and they're not upset about it, wipe it up and keep going. A lot of times seeing a baby spit up is worse on a parent than it is on the baby. If they're not unhappy about it, move them, clean them up, and keep going. If you can, keep baby's head angled up above their stomach a little bit to allow gravity to help their tummy contents stay down. And over time, the muscles that keep the stomach closed will develop, as well as the other muscles of the body, to allow baby to spit up less during tummy time. If you feel like your baby is spitting up an excessive amount, speak to your doctor about it and determine if there might be a medical reason or concern as to why they might be spitting up so much. One question I hear a lot is, how often should I do tummy time and how long should we do tummy time? Start early and start often. By the time your baby is 1 to 2 weeks old and home from the hospital, you can start tummy time. There is no medical reason to wait, unless your doctor gives you one, to wait to start tummy time when they're older. The younger you start, the better baby will usually tolerate tummy time. Ideally, a baby should be able to tolerate 1 to 2 hours total per day by the time they're 3 to 4 months old. Motivators for getting baby to tolerate time on their tummy: use mirrors, musical toys, books, get down on their level, talk to them, sing to them, rub their back, use a pacifier, anything you can to get them to tolerate being on their tummy for short amounts of time and increasing as they get older. You can even take baby outside. Most babies love to be outside. It's a great distraction. Put them on a blanket, on the grass, a mat on a patio. As long as the weather's good, it's a great opportunity to distract baby from being upset about being on their tummy. A lot of parents want to know why tummy time is so important for development, and it literally will help baby develop skills that they need later on in life, from their head down to their toes. Being on their belly will help baby start to develop muscles in their neck that will develop head control for later on in other developmental positions, such as sitting and standing. Babies are born with their spine curved like a C, and being on the tummy will start to reverse the curves in the neck and low back, which will help positioning for when they're standing and walking later in life. Being on their tummy will help babies develop visual skills such as scanning from left to right and up and down, which will help with visual skills that they need for crawling around their environment as they get older and start to develop depth perception. Babies will rub their face on any kind of surface that they're laying on, which will decrease sensitivity around their mouth to prepare them for eating skills later on in life. Baby can also develop shoulder and arm strength, such as moving the shoulder blades down and in towards the spine, which helps develop upper extremity coordination and eye-hand coordination. When babies start to press up on their hands when they're on their belly, they start to develop the arches in their hands, which will help them hold feeding and writing utensils later in life. From being positioned in utero, the muscles of the legs have been very curled up and tight, so being on the belly will help the muscles of the hips start to stretch out for crawling and standing and walking skills. And as baby starts to kick and push off of the floor, they'll also decrease sensitivity in their feet, which will help them with standing and walking skills later on. A big question that parents have is concerns about a flat spot on their baby's head. Flat spots can develop while a baby is in utero. They are spent several weeks head down, and the soft bones of their skull can be pressed up against the bones of the mother's pelvis, which can cause a flat spot from birth. They can also develop tight muscles in their neck from being in one position in utero for a long time. And as they are born and those tight muscles cause them to keep their head turned in one direction more than another, they can develop a flat spot from that. The bones of a baby's skull are very soft, which allows them to move through the birth canal. However, also then spending time with their head turned in one position more than the other can help them cause them to develop a flat spot. Early and accurate assessment of a flat spot is key. If you have a concern, having the appropriate medical professional assess your baby between 2 and 4 months old can help you give you positioning options and appropriate treatments to help you avoid your baby needing a helmet later on to correct their head shape. Tummy time is a very important skill that babies learn to develop, but it's also very hard, and parents can have a lot of questions about why their baby might not be successful at tummy time. Reaching out to a physical therapist or other medical professional to give you advice and tips on how to make tummy time better for your baby can really help mom and baby in the long run.